Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, hope you guys are doing very well. Today I'm going to talk about ILMN. I'm going to talk about Grail. I'm also going to talk about a few of the Mag 7 stocks where I find some news. I'm also going to share my brand new portfolio with you guys today later in this video itself. I'm also going to talk about the trades that I have already done in the new year and made some money. So all those things and more in this video. So stay tuned. Let's get started. I want to start off with the economic calendar. As you can see here, in the economic calendar, we are going to get our ISM services PMI at 10:30 a.m. A higher than expected PMI suggests a strong service sector, which can drive positive sentiment in the stock and bond markets, especially for the United States, because service sector forms almost 70% of the US economy. So I think this is a very big indicator for us, and a declining PMI may indicate a slowing economy, prompting shifts to safer assets like bonds. So this is a very critical piece of information, and it can move the markets tomorrow. The other piece of information we are going to get is the JOLTS report. The Fed will want to use it and will get data on Friday when unemployment numbers are reported. The Fed seems to use a graphical representation of the relationship between job openings from JOLTS and unemployment. It's called the beverage curve. I'm going to show you what the beverage curve looks like. This is a table format and this is a graphical format. In the graphical format, you will see May 2020 to October 2024 is represented by the black line, and the black line which goes down here is the place where I would see the stats for the year 2024, and out here we have only up to September 2024. And if I go into the table, I have for October 2024. So what we see here for September is that job openings are 4.4, unemployment rate is 4.1. So the economy is still strong, but the difference between job openings and unemployment is getting narrower by the day. If I go into the table and look at what's happening in October, so in October we had 4.6% as the job openings, and unemployment stayed steady at 4.1%. Now this is where I'm very concerned that if we have the BLS coming up with data which kind of reconciles all the unemployment numbers that were missed earlier, then that could create a bearish sentiment. So those are the things that I would be worried about when we look at the economic calendar. And of course, later on, we have got the FOMC minutes coming in, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. That is the second piece of the puzzle for the Fed, and Michigan consumer sentiment. So very nice week ahead. And I would like to go now to our TradingView platform and look at all the stocks that we generally follow. I have curated some stocks. I'm not going to talk about all the stocks. The very first one that I want to talk about is Grail. So let us go to the chart for Grail. This is for the genomics guys first, and then we'll go to AI. So if you look at the chart for Grail, you will see that Grail has been on a bull channel and it's done very well. And the hammer, inverted red hammer that you see here is kind of a bullish sign in my opinion, because it opened very high during the day and the bears were trying to push it down, but it still managed to close higher than the low of the day. And this small body of the candle indicates that despite sustained pressure by bears, the bulls have been steadily pushing this up. So there's a lot of strength building up here as we move upward. So this is very good. So I'm thinking that Grail will present swing trading and day trading opportunity if one has got some patience and can stay in the market for approximately a 5-day time frame, then they should be able to make some money because the bull channel will provide opportunities provided you enter at the right time. So that's what I wanted to leave you with regard to Grail. Of course, if you look at the MACD and the momentum is above average and picking up sharply. MACD is also responding, trying to go across to the bullish side. So the setup looks pretty good. And the next one I want to talk to you about is Illumina. Illumina has turned around. It has had 2 consecutive days of green candles, and the MACD is crossing over to the signal side. Momentum is just at average and ready to pick up. Now, if we were able to break through this diagonal line of resistance, I think that we are going to be in a good position. However, the horizontal line of resistance out here from earlier is coinciding. I'm just going to make this a little thick so you can see. It's coinciding with the diagonal line of resistance. So it's going to be very difficult for ILMN to break through. But post-market, ILMN is already up 1.55%, which takes it to very close to that level. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of days, we'll be able to see ILMN break through and get back on top of the bull channel. So that's my hope out there. After that, I want to go on to AI. And in AI, I want to start talking about the Mag 7. I'm going to talk about Google first. Google has broken out of the bullish pennant that you see out here, and it has got very good momentum, plenty of room on the RSI, and as you can see on the RSI in the past, it has gone all the way up to 77.79. So there is plenty of juice in the tank. MACD is moving towards the signal line. I like everything out here. Unless we get some bad economic news, I think this is looking pretty good. Next, I want to talk about Tesla. Tesla has been unable to break through the resistance at 418.47, and that to me seems to indicate that we have to wait a little more to see if Tesla can break out of this bear channel and create new higher highs and higher lows, which is what is essential for us to have a bull channel and to break out of this bear channel. And if you look at the MACD, it's still bearish, and momentum is just about average and flat. So I think Tesla has got some more work to be done. Meta is doing absolutely fantastic. MACD is crossing over to the bullish side. Momentum is really good. I think Meta is almost ready to meet our double bottom target of 633. In fact, it has met the target. If you look at post-market action today, it's already crossed 633 in the post-market action, and it closed the day at 630.20. So Meta is looking very good to me, and I think Meta is going to give more returns in the next few days that we can see it. Next, I would like to go on to AMD. So where is AMD? Yeah, here it is. So AMD has managed to break out of the bear channel, and I would like to give you a little bit of an update. AMD presented at CES, and they have spoken about releasing a lot of new chips, and they have unveiled a new roster of chips for laptops, desktop, and gaming handhelds. And the company says the 9950X3D, which is designed for gamers and creators, is 8% faster on average in popular games like Starfield compared to AMD's 7950X3D. So the next generation upgrades will start. So that's an expectation. And also they have released the new Ryzen AI Max series. So that's going to launch by Q2 2025, plus Ryzen Z2 series with gaming focused form factors. It's going to come in Q1 2025. So things are looking upbeat for AMD, and I'm seeing a lot of positive press coverage for AMD. So that gives it a lot of momentum. So that's going to help AMD quite a bit. And if you recollect my last session, I had drawn these two lines of resistance, and I said we have to cross these over. So we have crossed over the first one. So the next challenge is going to be the one which is at 131.99. That's the next target. We have a doji candle out here, and that's the only thing that bothers me. But otherwise, I think we are looking pretty good given the MACD and the momentum the way it is. So very happy about AMD. And I have already looked at FNGU, the next stock out here throughout the day. I have double and triple dipped into it. I'll show you my transactions, and I made some decent money. I'll show you the transactions at the end of the video along with the introduction to my new portfolio, which we'll watch throughout the year whenever I make trades, and I'll be talking about them, and I'll show you how I'm progressing, whether I'm making profits or loss. So that's what I'm planning to do for towards the end of this video. The next one I'm talking about is NVIDIA, which has gone from strength to strength. So here is the chart for NVIDIA. It had this inverse head and shoulders, and we had put a target of 152.37. It closed the day at 149.43, and there's plenty of juice in the tank for it to cross that target and probably challenge this diagonal line of resistance from the previous bull channel. So I'm just going to extend this further so that we can have a look at it when the time comes. So we'll know that there is a resistance out there. So everything looks good for NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is also going to make a lot of announcement, but at the time of recording, I couldn't find anything from NVIDIA. Let us see if we have any new data coming about NVIDIA. Nothing so far. Nothing so far. So we don't have anything about NVIDIA right now. So I'll be watching for it, and I think NVIDIA would definitely make a splash at the CES. The only concern I have with NVIDIA is that this candle is called as a shooting star because it's like an inverted green hammer. Shooting stars are generally bearish. So that's the only thing I'm concerned about. The next stock I want to talk about is Rigetti. I made a decent change in Rigetti today. I had double and triple dipped into Rigetti, which was a nice day trading experience. Made some money. I've got some still left in the portfolio for cashing in on tomorrow. So things are looking good with Rigetti, and SMR is one that I'm going to start looking at tomorrow in order to trade within this channel. So I think there is room for it to go up further. It has just become bullish here, and there is room on the RSI, and the MACD is also bullish. So I'm going to look at doing some amount of day trading or swing trading on SMR tomorrow, because these are all stocks with momentum, and maybe in the beginning of the year, if I make some money and keep it aside, then I won't be desperate as the days go by to make some money and do some rash transactions. So with that said, I would like to show you my portfolio. Well, this is my Canadian portfolio, but you'll notice that everything I hold in it are American stocks, the Canadian registry. So this way I'm able to participate in the US market, which is way bigger than what we have in Canada. So this is the first portfolio, and you'll see that I have a cash of around 55,000 readily available to invest. And the total value of the portfolio is 169,000. I have two US portfolios. This is the first of the two. This is a small portfolio with around $13,600 of total value. But within this, I have cash of around 5,808. I have Altimmune, which is a long position, which has been negative for quite a while, but it has got some good therapy. So I'm going to hold on for a long time because the amount is not that high. And then I have FNGD, in which I got trapped. But I'm thinking that when the market goes down, I'd be able to recover this money. I didn't put too much into it, just 18% of my portfolio. So I'm not too much worried about it. I did a lot of trading on Rigetti in the new year, and I made some profits. It won't come into the gain and loss at this point of time because the new year has just started. So maybe tomorrow or day after, we'll start seeing numbers out there. So that's why I have created a spreadsheet in which I'll show you all my transactions. And next, after this, I have got another portfolio for the US side. Here you see the other US portfolio, and you'll see that I have a cash balance of 40,600 in this one. I have got FNGU. I traded a lot on FNGU in the new year and made some profits. I'll show you in the transaction spreadsheet. Again, here I'm stuck with FNGU, and I have got NVIDIA, which is up 16.14%, long-term holding, potentially dollar cost averaging if it goes down. So that's what I have there. And next, let me show you my spreadsheet of transactions for the new year. I have made no transactions in the Canadian side, so that's going to be blank. But out here, I'm showing you the transactions that I made in the first smaller USD account, where I did a couple of trades for Rigetti Computing. I bought them at around 1870 and sold at 2025. And overall, I made a profit of $290. Now I have bought another 200 at 19.15. I'm planning to sell this tomorrow, potentially at a profit. And I'm going to look at SMR also. If SMR presents a superior swing trading opportunity or day trading opportunity, then I might move the money into SMR. If both of them present an opportunity, then I'll do that. I'll go for both of them and try to do a trade. I'm starting early in the day and finishing off by around 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. And then after that, I get out of the market. That's what I have been doing. I don't know if I'll change that habit. It will all depend on how the market behaves. Here is the next portfolio that I would like to show you. This is the US portfolio in which I have done trading for FNGU. The first day of the new year, I did a small trade, dipped my toe into it, buying and selling 10 FNGU, made around $61, and then I decided to go a little bigger. So I double dipped, and during the day, I bought and sold a couple of times, and I made around $577 on the 6th. And I still have 10 shares of FNGU. I've kept it there for dollar cost averaging, because if tomorrow the stock opens higher, then I can go ahead and buy another 10 or 20 stocks and have a lower cost per share. That gives me an opportunity to have a small buffer to get out of the market before I lose money in case the downtrend starts. So that's the way I have been planning. So that's what I have in my portfolio, my friends. So there we are. It's a new year, a new portfolio, new balance, starting with a clean slate. I already have positives to show for the new year for the first week. So I'm very happy at this point of time. And friends, I would like to show this to you because I want you guys also to start discussing trade ideas and share it with the wider community so that all of us can benefit from the ideas of each and every one of us. And we can use our own logic, our own reasoning, our own analysis before investing and take individual risk by ourselves. But getting new ideas like some stocks that you have not seen here or there. I have some really good feedback coming in from some members in our community. If more of you could share your thoughts and ideas, talk about the stocks that you are looking at and what price you may probably enter and why you're entering it and why you think it's a bullish case or bearish case. Share those information. It will make the community more vibrant. That's all I ask. Thanks and have a great day. Bye for now.